Coming to you from the innovative, immersive Hyundai Virtual Next Weather Sphere. This is Next Weather.
Today, teams from across our area and across the country came together for the Independence Dragon Boat Regatta on the Schuylkill River. It's the largest single-day regatta in the U.S., drawing more than 100 teams. It seems like we can't get the weather right whenever we have these big events on the Schuylkill River. Andrew Kozak is back from the Hyundai Next Weather Sphere with more on this forecast.
I mean, look, Aziza, we needed the rain. It's the reason why we're out of the drought situation that we were stuck in for months, which we'll show you in just a second. But we do have a few more chances of rain coming our way. In fact, today was the drier of the 2 days across the area as far as this weekend is concerned. I want to talk about severe weather. And while we are always watching in our area, it's the mid-south and the deep south tonight. Areas like Nashville over toward Atlanta getting in on some heavy rain and the potential for some severe weather. Tomorrow, it's Texas and Oklahoma. And a lot of times when that happens, it kind of robs us up in the Northeast of the worst of it, although we are still under the gun tomorrow for at least a slight chance for a couple of stronger storms, especially for areas like Philadelphia on south across southern New Jersey and Delaware. Have this little area of rain that came through the city. Right now, it's moving across areas like Millville and southern New Jersey. This will hit the shore within about 45 to 50 minutes. And once it does, we're just talking about some very light rain, nothing that's going to slow you down too much. Water temperatures, by the way, are starting to warm up just a little bit. So we're getting closer and closer to summer at this point. Even though we're still in late spring, it feels muggy and very summer-like. Today, we've had a very slight chance of severe weather to our south. We'll keep an eye on it. But tomorrow, this is that marginal risk. That's about a 1 out of 5. And again, mostly for central southern New Jersey, Delaware, over toward our nation's capital and down toward Virginia is where you'll have a better chance. There is the slight risk of severe weather. There's Philly from Camden. Once that little area of rain came through, now we got some sunshine out there. It's kind of muggy outside too. Let's take a look at those current temperatures. 77 degrees, humidity 79%. The dew point is 70. So 77 over 70. The closer the dew point is to the temperature, the higher the humidity is, the more sweaty it feels. And that's why outside right now, it's a little on the muggy side. We'll continue that trend into tonight with areas of fog that may develop, especially after midnight. Now, tomorrow is cloudy and cooler. And with a lack of sunshine, I'm really not convinced that those storms late in the day into tomorrow night will be severe. But again, always keeping our eye on it, especially this time of year. A couple tidbits, by the way. Drought's over. Shore water is warming. Drought situation is still a big concern across the West. But for us, other than a couple of areas that are a little still on the abnormally dry stage, we have really made a significant dent. We were in the severe or even exceptional drought just a few months ago. Today we made it to 81 degrees. That is the average high. The record 98. While we're not going to get there, we are going to warm back up into the 90s again by the middle of the week. More on that in just a second. Tomorrow morning, we wake up with some clouds, and while we should remain dry through most of the late morning, there will be a couple of sprinkles and showers. That's why our high temperature of 76, that happens a little closer to the middle of the day. As the rain comes in, especially for Sunday late afternoon and into the evening, that's when the temperatures will start to drop. We'll have some rain overnight and into your Monday. Monday back to the grind, cloudy skies, damp to start, 50s and mainly 60s. By Monday afternoon, while we still remain cloudy and a little cooler in the 70s, we should have some rain on our doorstep by Monday night, and that'll bring us some storms for Tuesday. Well, Tuesday is definitely more of a stormy day. But most of the country, including us, will be above average next week. So despite some of the storms to begin, we're going to start to see by the end of the week temperatures approaching the 80s and even 90 degrees by Wednesday into Thursday and Friday. Precipitation chances, they'll be high for your Monday night and into your Tuesday, but then after that we're much drier as we head into your Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. If you're out tomorrow morning, while it is cloudy and muggy, we should remain mostly dry. Here is your 7-day forecast now. Let's talk about the temperatures warming up significantly. Tuesday, 77. And then we're back into the 80s on Wednesday with plenty of sunshine. 90 on Thursday. Hazy, hot, and humid on Thursday. Then we're back into cooler weather. We're back into the 80s Friday. More rain and maybe a few storms as we head into the beginning of next weekend. Stay with us. We'll be right back.